go ahead and bring this back. All right. Wow. Well, that just takes a moment. You know, got to figure out all the difference with technology now. And there's our message saying got it for the live stream. So again, welcome everybody. It takes just a moment or two to get ourselves set up when we're doing these remote workouts. And as you can see here, we're definitely remote. We're not in the studio. We're also not in the house. We're out at the beach and we're here with our friend Joshua Loya. You all know him from the studio and from other engagements that we've done. But today we're going to have me and Joshua are going to be doing the workout here. We're live in Oceanside at the US Open of Adaptive Surfing Championships. So this is a big deal. And as you saw Josh right there doing the sign language for surfing, again, this is a really awesome competition. We have a lot of people here from all over the world. There's people from different countries who have come out and they all want to surf. Some of them even are going to be competing against Joshua in the VI1, which VI1 is visually impaired. And in the VI1 category, those surfers can't see anything. So totally blind. And if you can imagine going out in the ocean, Josh got something to say.
I was just gonna say we got good surfers. I'm surfing with you got Aitor Franciscina from Spain and Kirk Watson, Australia. So we have an international group of blind surfers for my spot.
Isn't that awesome, everybody? So you heard that we have Aitor from Spain, we have Kirk from Australia, Joshua from representing, of course, USA and California. And so again, everybody, and Team TrueFit too. Again, Joshua's here. He's got on his Waves for All shirt. He's got the Waves for All shirt on. I got the TrueFit shirt on. We're a perfect combo here. And speaking of combos, we're going to do the breathing motto. We're going to kick this off. But first, let's have a sip of water and let's make sure that we got that dialed in. So Joshua's got his water over here. I'm going to get my water right over here.
From the Team USA flask.
Let's see if we can turn this camera just a little bit more. And in just a little bit, we are going to have a little bit of a tour also, everybody. So we're going to take you out and we're just going to kind of show you around. Maybe we'll get to meet some of the surfers that are out here. And well, so she's right in front of you, actually, right here. So everybody, you can see we're here with Joshua's guide dog. Megan is joining us. And what a great girl she is, always taking care of Josh. So remember, everybody, anytime you're encountering somebody who has a service animal or a guide dog, you never want to approach the dog as if it's a pet. Remember, that's kind of a neat little thing to make sure we get out there when we have the opportunity. Is remember that the working dogs, it's different from pets, and you always want to talk to the owners and make sure that we're in maybe a non-working state before we ever want it, because you don't want to do is distract or confuse a dog that's doing work. Somebody could run into something. So all right, I'm gonna get real close to Josh right here for this next, because we're gonna do the breathing motto. And then we'll have to get a little bit of room because we're gonna do some exercises with our arms. We even have this surfboard behind us and we have a surf leash behind us. So we're gonna do some exercises using the surfboard, using the surf leash. And as you can see, the camera is dancing a little bit. That's because you know what? There's a nice breeze down here at the beach and we're gonna let that camera dance. But let's start off with the breathing motto. Here we go. I'll do the first line. We'll have Joshua do the second line in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in the good.
Breathe out the bad.
Breathe in the happy.
Breathe out the sad.
Breathe in your best.
And breathe out the worst.
And breathe in your power.
So you reach your goals and catch your waves first.
Woo, reaching goals and catching waves first, everybody. Remember, we are here at a surfing competition. We're literally sitting on the bench on the side of the road, which is right here at the beach. And in just a few minutes, we are going to walk around and take a look at everything we got going on. But first, let's start off with getting our head and neck warmed up. And so we're going to be looking around in the different directions. Joshua, you can see what he just did. He just straightened up that posture. So
I was sitting here like this. This is not good posture.
See that? Doing the kind of slouchy posture to show us good. Look at that. He engaged his core. He engaged
Shoulders
his back.
over my hips.
Shoulders right here above his hips, in line with his ears. His body's looking good. We're going to have him go, and I'm going to have the camera here. So we're going to have a little bit of a treat here. And so let's start off by going first with our head, just going side to side. So let's go right side, left side, and holding it there for just about maybe 2 seconds on each side. So there we go, over to the left side, bringing it back over to the right side, following along with Joshua here, going over to the left side. And let's do about maybe 2 more on each direction. And again, if you were out here with us, you can see right here, as I turn the camera, I'm gonna go ahead and bring our camera over to the right side, looking at these palm trees here, and then going over to the left side. Josh was doing a great job with this one too. Let's go one more time over to the right side. And then one more over to the left. All right, nice. So again, that's the view that we have here. Let's go ahead and go down and up. So let's go ahead, and there Josh was starting with first with bringing that chin up. You're doing great. Yeah, sitting down. Yep. I'm doing kind of a moving camera. So if we're bringing it up, we're going to bring that nose up, bring that chin up high. And then as we go down, just tuck that chin down and bringing it down. And look, you can see down there at the ground, looking for any bugs on the ground, bringing it back up, bringing that chin up, hold it up high. There you go. And then bringing it back down. Nice. Josh was doing it right here in front of us. We're moving along with him, bringing it up. Let's hold it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Looking up at those palm trees, everybody. And then down at the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down at the sand. Oh, nice. And did you hear that, everybody? Josh was talking about.
Yeah, I'm still breathing.
Go ahead and say that again one more time, a little louder.
I like to keep my teeth closed. I'm still breathing, but then I stretch the front part of my neck too when I'm looking up.
Keeping the teeth closed, keeping the mouth closed, but still breathing. Remember, everybody, you can still engage your breath. You can breathe in through your nose, you can breathe in through your mouth, or even a combination of both. Great tip from Joshua here. Let's go ahead and do another one for the neck. And on this one, let's go ahead and do, let's spell out surf. So let's go ahead. We're at a surfing competition. And so our goal here, and I'm going to have everybody's going to get to watch Joshua do this. So go ahead. Let's start with, he's going with the letter S, everybody, and go ahead and spell that letter S. So you're going down, you're coming right. Yeah, go ahead. He's going for another S. He's going down the bottom, across the middle, and then wrapping it around up the top to the top of the S. All right, let's go for the letter U. So the letter U, it's just a nice tucking of the chin, rolling the chin, bringing it up again. Nice, the letter U. Let's go for the letter R, everybody. R. Oh yeah, capital R. I like how he brought that up. Going for the capital R, a little more obvious. There we go. Got the capital R. Again, you're making that letter P and then throw in a little bit of the side down there. And what about the letter F, everybody? We're going up, across, back across, and then up, and then across. There's a lot to that. And again, the whole idea is, again, spelling out surf, because we're at a surfing competition.
I'm doing this way.
So Josh was doing it.
Like if I wanted to do it the other way,
he'd have to spell it out this way. That's right. So remember, everybody, we've seen that before where we've been doing exercises and they're backwards, kind of like we're not great at the being on the Weather Channel. You know, sometimes the weather people, they get it wrong. We need Austin all wheels access here to help us out with that. Let's do one more. And this one's going to be the ear lift. And now this is an important one for Joshua, again, because of being a surfer. We're going to want to work on extending that neck, not just back, but also extending it out and forward. So this one's going to help. So go ahead and think about it. Go ahead with a nice neutral head. So straight up and down. So go straight up. And now just imagine you got hooked by a fishing string and it's pulling up your ear. There you go. And now bring down the same side shoulder. So he's dropping down the shoulder on that side. There you go. He's on the left side for this one. And then 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring the head right back to the middle. And then maybe switch it over to the right side. So the ear's going up more than it's going over. And you're just stretching up on that. Nice. He's getting it. So let's go one more time on each side. And he's doing a great job. About a 5-second hold, maybe 4 seconds. Just, again, ear up, shoulder down, switching out, putting it in the middle, going ear up, shoulder down, and going 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. So again, remember, everybody, when we're working on our neck, when we're thinking about the muscles in our head, if you're a surfer, your head might be up a lot. Or your head might be getting hit by waves a lot. And so if your head and your neck's getting kind of goofy, you got to do exercises to help your neck out. Yeah, Charles Webb, this guy, that guy right there. So he's the guy, everybody, who put on this whole surfing event. So if you ever have a dream out there and you're thinking to yourself, you know, I have a dream. I'd like to create something for other people. I want to create something maybe that gets other people excited. Well, that guy had the same dream, and he made his dream come true. And he's been doing it for years now. Every year we do this US Open of adaptive surfing. People from all kinds of different countries are out here. And you know what else is really neat about this is where you're going to find some of the healthiest adaptive athletes in the world. Again, nutrition and fitness. It is great. And mental health too. You know, there's a lot of great folks out here who have sometimes some mental health hardships. But when you're out there in the water and you're engaging with friends like these, you know, it's tough to have a bad attitude. It really, positivity is a big thing here. And we love it. I got a question for Nick, and I know Nick's watching right now. And Nick, look behind me. How many palm trees do you think we have in the background here? Oh my gosh. Remember, when you don't know the answer to that question like that, you're going to shrug the shoulders. So the shoulders go up. And again, maybe I'm looking at Josh here saying, hey man, how many palm trees do you see? And he might just give me
I don't know.
he might say, I don't know. And
Probably what I'm going to say.
it's probably what he's going to say. And remember, again, that nonverbal response, that shoulder shrug, that's actually a trapezius lift. So let's go ahead. Let's go 2 up. So let's go 2 up and hold them. Now let's go 1 down. And there you go. You got 1 down, 1 up. Now let's bring the other one down. Now let's bring 1 up. And now let's do 1 up, 1 down at the same time. So they're going to reciprocate 1 up, 1 down. And Josh is working on his timing. You can see it there, working on the timing. 1 up, 1 down, kind of moving together. Everybody go ahead and go along with Joshua here. He's got 1 up, 1 down. Let's go 4 more of those. Going 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to go into shoulder circles, and I want you to kind of free movement on your circles. That up and down was very thoughtful. That's something that really takes a lot of concentration with these shoulder circles. Check out Joshua here. He's doing a great job. He's got the trapezius going, but look, you can tell there's other muscles in his torso that are getting the workout, and he's going both directions. He's moving it all around. He's, again, just kind of letting those shoulders relax, but still working, still moving. And when we're out in the ocean, that's one of the keys to having that good endurance paddling, is having your body be relaxed, but still doing some work. And let's go 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Now the next one we're going to do, we're going to get a prop for this. Carla's calling the water break. So let's have a water break, and then we're going to get a little bit of a prop in here, because the next one we're going to do is going to be Carrie's bear hug. We're going to get Carrie's bear hug going. And everybody, before we do that, I got to tell you a little short story. And I'm going to let Joshua also jump in on this short story as well. So when we got here today, one of Josh's competitors from another country, all the way from Australia, all right, the guy's name is Kurt Watson. And he's a great guy. And
He's also a sailor.
And he's a sailor too.
Haven't sailed.
We haven't got to, but we're going to. And so when Joshua got here, we went over to say hi to Kurt, and just to say hi. It's great to see you. Great to be hanging out in the same place with you again and doing some surfing together. And Kirk said, I got something for you, Joshua. And he reaches in his pickup truck and he reaches out and grabs that surfboard right there. That surfboard was just gifted to Joshua by one of his competitors. But remember, in adaptive surfing, just like a lot of other adaptive sports, the competition, it's not as serious as sometimes in other sports. It's more about friendship. It's more about community. Everybody trying to be their best. And if you happen to win today, well, then good for you. But you know what? That might be something that you don't win every time. And so the folks here are able to take those wins and losses really well, because it's all about the community. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab this board, and we're just going to have Joshua go ahead and you can do this. Yeah, go ahead and pick it up just like that. You're going to lift it over the bench. So you can see, again, he's using those shoulders, and bring it down right in front of your body and stand it up. You can stand it up just kind of right there in front of you. And so check that out. Right. Absolutely. So again, so what? Right. And then this is the bottom here. And on the bottom right there, it says blind surfer. So go,
you know who
go ahead and sit down with
his,
it.
His daughter painted this.
His daughter painted that. And I think he said she was about like 5 or 6 years old. So Joshua's holding the board just like this. And you can already see, just to hold that surfboard, he's already got his trapezius engaged. He's holding his muscles. So now, Joshua, I'm going to put my my shoes right down on the ground in front of you. Go ahead and stand the board up vertically, and you're going to put it down into my shoe, which you'll feel it. It's right there. Bring it back to you a little bit. Back to you a little bit. And there it is right there. So bring it up and down one more time, right there. Nice. And just, let's kind of scoot it over right there. So go ahead and sit down on the bench. So I'm going to move around this way. So everybody, so bring the board back to you a little bit. And so now everybody, what we're going to do with Joshua is I want you to take one hand off and bring that shoulder and elbow all the way back. And then bring it up to the board, grab the board with that hand now, and then switch out. And then bring the other elbow back. So you're going to work your rod board. There you go. So elbow goes back. That's all right with the water bottle. And then reaching out and going around. And you can reach forward, or you can do that big windmill reach. You can just go straight back with the elbow and then like a punch, like going straight forward, grabbing the board. And then you're just doing that switcheroo. There it is. Everybody, Joshua hadn't done this move before right now. And we just literally created this up with the surfboard. But what we're doing as he's doing this, I'm going to show you all is look at these arms, look at the shoulders. Now you can do this along with Joshua. If you have something.
You know, it's interesting. The wind is taking it's making an extra piece of that.
Ooh, I like that. And what Joshua just said right there, again, the wind is moving the board. So check this out, everybody. Again, he's letting go with one hand. He's stabilizing the board with the other hand and with his core muscles. And then he's retracting that arm. He's bringing it back. So just like Carrie's bear hug, where we bring our arm back, Joshua's doing that and he's getting that workout. So now let's see if he speeds it up a little bit, because there is now a sense of urgency. He doesn't want to drop the board that he just got gifted. And so now look, he's bringing that arm back. He's bringing it forward. He's grabbing onto the surfboard, and look at the awareness in the hand position. And let's go for 10 more. If you're following along with him, bring your arm back and then reaching out, going 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. So again, go ahead and let's hold it horizontally again, like you had it on your legs. Nice. So again, everybody, awesome display again of how we kind of took Carrie's bear hug. We used the surfboard, but you could do that with kind of any object that is going to be difficult to hold up. So even a resistance bar or a broomstick that might want to fall over, well, you could have that balanced up and you could work on bringing the arm back and then bringing it out, extending out and doing a fine motor task like holding onto the stick, or in Josh's case, the board. All right, the next exercise we're going to do, still going to be looking at our shoulders, is going to be the overhead press. Now, in this case, again, Joshua's got the wind is going to give him a challenge. This is going to be with two hands, and we're going to be going up and down, and he's going to give himself a little bit of shade here. But check this out. There it is, overhead press with the surfboard. Let's go for about 20 of these and check this out. And so again, there's our sense of urgency. You all heard that. He said, if I go down too hard, I hit myself in the head. So I have to be graceful with it. He's got to move carefully. He's got to make sure that when he's bringing it down, he doesn't want to crack the board. He doesn't also want to crack his noggin. All right. He's got a great head of hair, and that's still going to give him so much padding. And so again, going up and down, let's get 10 more of these. And then we're going to do a little variation of this. Now you could be doing this with a medicine ball. You could be doing this even with a tray. Like say you're at a school cafeteria and you don't have any food, you know, that kind of tray, you could use that. Nice job lifting it up and down. All right. So now what I want you to do, Joshua, is go ahead and you're going to like push it over to one side. There you go. So one goes down and one goes up. And this is going to be our next move. So everybody watch this, how he's going to move it up. And then as he brings it down to the other side, look at how that elbow tucks down against the body. Now that is the ticket there. That's the skill, because remember, that's our home position. Getting that arm to come down into that kind of little pocket with the armpit and the tricep and everybody working together. That move, let's go ahead and do 10 of these. So he's going up and over. He's going to give us 5 on each side. And if you don't have a board to do this with, again, you could do this with a broomstick or a weight. And this is water jug. You could do it with a water jug. That'd be a great idea with a water jug. There's our friends right there from Spain. There's our friend Jorge right there. Yes. Nice job. Again, Joshua lifting up, throwing up. He's got about maybe 3 more to go. Going 3, 2, and last one, pushing it up. And then again, bringing it down carefully to his legs. So remember, everybody, when you're working with a surfboard, you want to be careful with it, and you want to make sure you don't want to hit your head. You also don't want to drop it on things. So just exercising with a surfboard is going to give you a little bit of a sense of urgency to where you're going to want to hold on to it, you know, really well. And again, that's the idea, is that we're making sure that we're taking care of our equipment so that we can use it as we get better and stronger. You could use a sandbag. Absolutely, Carla, in the chat room. You can use the sandbag. So let's have a water break, everybody. Let's go ahead. I'm going to grab the board from Joshua, and we're going to do another exercise here, but we're going to use a different surfing product or a piece of equipment. And what we're going to use is a surf leash. Now, a lot of people are familiar maybe with dog leashes, or, you know, you might even have a cat leash or a hamster leash. If you got a hamster, you might have a hamster leash. Reach right behind you, Joshua, there. You're going to feel it. And there we go. So, right. I would love to take Angel. Sandy, if you're on this workout, we want to take Angel surfing. I don't know. So Joshua's holding this surf leash here, and check this out, everybody. It's got a handle. This actually goes on your
ankle, your leg.
Yep, that's the leg loop area there. And then down here on the other end is the part that connects to your board. And now this leash is pretty long. Let's see if I take one end here, and you can see what Joshua's playing with there is kind of the Velcro sandwich, and that'll help it stick to your board. So, wow, this is a pretty long leash, everybody. Look at that. It's about a 9-foot leash. Yeah. And so if we actually fold it in half, we got a nice kind of 4-foot leash. Now, we're not going to jump rope with this. Somebody might be thinking, oh, you guys, that's a jump rope. And you're right. But Joshua just had a great idea for his very first exercise, is this shoulder rolls. Now, everybody, if you don't have a surf leash or a rope, let's go ahead and bring our arms up into a big Y. So we're going up into the Y, and then bring it down behind your neck, and you can go into the T, or look at that, you can go into the A. So bringing it all the way around to the letter A. Let's go for about 10 of these, where we're going to go up around. And if the leash is too long, something Joshua could do is he can wrap it around his hand, or he can grab it in a different spot just to make sure that he's getting that stretch. But if the leash is too short, you might have to widen up your grip. You might have to go a little further out. Great example. So what he's sharing with us there, and everybody keep going. Let's go all the way up and around. Left shoulder is not quite as mobile as the right. And so when he has the wider grip, he's able to actually get the extension down to the A, and then coming all the way up to the Y and all the way around the front. So keep going along at home, everybody. Let's keep this cruising. I think Joshua's got about 5 more here to go, bringing it up and over. And again, what a beautiful background. Oh, great comment there. Do you hear that? Breathing every time. So breathing as it comes up and around, and breathing again back over the top, keeping it going again over the top, bringing it around. And then again, if you don't have a rope or anything, you can just do this with your arms, going up for a Y, and then down to the A, or maybe down to the T. Nice. Great job. Josh was doing great with this. So again, awesome exercise using a surf leash. The next 2 we're going to do are actually going to be partner exercises. So, and remember, if you're on TrueFit Adaptive Fitness app, and if you want to work on exercises like with a friend, you could go to Teamwork. Remember, on the app, you can just pop in Teamwork, and that app is going to give you all teamwork exercises. Now, me and Nick, we've put some exercises on there, and there's some exercises from our friends at North Shores too. But if you want to see some teamwork exercises you can do with the surf leash, well, you're going to be in the right spot right here. So we're going to set the camera down right here, and we're going to make sure we're at a good view. All right. So wow, look at that. That stayed right where we wanted it. So I'm going to be right here. Joshua's got the leash. I'm going to take one in. He's got that in. So we're working with the leash at a half length of a leash. Now, Joshua's holding it with his right hand. I'm also holding it with my right hand, and we're facing each other. And no, you're good. That's good. Yep. So now we have, and Josh was asking if we should go same side or opposite sides. They're both going to be just fine. And so what we want to work on here is we're going to find a nice little distance. So I'm going to bring your arm up, kind of bring your arm up in front there too. And now I want you to pull back with that arm. Okay. And so now you can see what I did. I stuck out my butt and I extended my arm. Now, as I pull Joshua, if he sticks out his butt and extends his arm, we're going to get a nice little stretch through the shoulder. Now he can lock it in there, and I'm pulling everybody, and he's resisting and he's stretching that shoulder. And this is going to be really good for him for the upcoming surfing. So let's go 10. Let's go back and forth. So he's going forward and back. There we go. So there's 1, and then bringing it down, and then switching, going 2. And so this is the teamwork part of this, is we both have to kind of rely on each other with the pressure here. as I'm leaning forward and he's pulling back, we're working kind of a pattern. We all know about patterns, but we're working a pattern that's helping us to be better teammates, but it's also going to help us to, again, stretch out, get nice and mobile, work on our hips. Let's do one more on this side, and then we'll
So
switch
John,
up.
it's almost like you're doing a tug of war.
It is almost like where you're right. It's like a tug of war where we're both, yeah, it's like I want him to win. Who's ever done a tug of war like that, where you're like, I want the other guy to win, but he also wants me to win. And so we're both trying to let the other one win, and it's confusing for us. So let's go ahead and try it out again. So again, if I pull it out this way, there he goes, he's going back and I'm rowing. And then now as I go forward, I'm extending and he's rowing. So we can find that sweet spot on the space. So there's 1, let's go to 10, 2, going out, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. So again, the idea from that, oh, he got a good back pop out of that one. Who's ever felt that before when you're doing a movement and you get a little back pop and it kind of feels good? Again, I love it when that happens too. The next one we're going to do is also going to have the opportunity for some of that. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a core hold. Some people call this the Palloff press. But the idea is to have our core engage. Now, if you don't have a partner with you, what I want you to do is an abdominal squeeze. You can see Joshua right now. Let's go ahead and turn kind of right 90. There, you're right there. And so you're going to bring your arms up and out, and both with Alicia in front of the body. There you go. And so just go ahead and hold on. This is just the classic. I'm going to try to twist you. So now, right now, Joshua's in a very tall position. Even if you were seated, let me give you a hint that's going to help you is go ahead and bend at your hips. So sticking your butt back, lean your body forward. Now bring your arms up. And he now, look at it. Look at this position. Look at that. I couldn't push him over if I tried to. And that's the goal is I'm not trying to push him over. I'm trying to twist him over. And he's going to feel that in his core right away as I pull. Now slowly allow yourself to get brought my way. Nice. Now slowly bring me past that point. So you're going to take me around, bringing me all the way out this way. Nice. So again, now we're doing a little bit of rotation that has teamwork. It's a teamwork rotation game. So I'm pulling on him and he's pulling on me and we both want to win. Nice job. All right, now bring it right out in front of your body. And remember, squeeze that cord. Now I'm going to pull and I want you to bring it in towards your chest and then bring it out all while I'm pulling. There we go. So I'm pulling and Joshua's bringing it out and he's bringing it in. And he's having to work this all the way down through his toes. I can tell you that. Even though you can't see it. And the reason I know he's working is because he's not getting twisted over. So he must be resisting the exercise. Let's go for one more here, and then we're going to switch sides. Nice job. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and take a left side step, and then I'm going to come around you. So remember, when you're doing exercises like this, you're perfect right there. If you're doing exercise like this, you're going to want to switch sides. So let's first start off with classic hold. Then we're going to do rotation, and then we're going to do the press. So go ahead and hold it right out in front of your body. Just hold it right there for 10. We're going to give him a 10-second pull. I'm pulling on it. He's fighting this way. Bring that arm up and straighten out that elbow. There you go. Bring that chest forward. Bring those hips back. There you go. That's going to make him stronger. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now we're moving with it. So I'm going to pull him towards me, and then he's going to pull me away. And let's go for 5 of these. So there's 5. And again, I'm getting a workout here too. So if you're helping out with this exercise, you can get a little bit of a workout here too as well. And again, the team workout, that's the goal. The goal is to get your team work and then also your team communication going. And for me and Josh here, we have a lot of verbal and physical communication. So where by the feeling or by the instruction, that's how we're communicating here. Nice. And let's go ahead and go into the press now. So he's going to be bringing it in and out. There we go. So he's going to be bringing it in and out as I'm pulling in. So there we go. So again, we found the right pressure. Either one. Yep. I like that pull back with the elbows. Yeah. But keep the traps down. Or maybe even bring the elbows up high. But keep the traps down. Traps down. Yeah. Bring them down like you're trying to put it into the back pocket. There we go. So remember, everybody, there's always multiple ways that you can do an exercise. Let's do one more of these, then we'll have a water break. But remember, when you're thinking about an exercise, And you might be thinking like, well, you know, I don't have the right equipment, or maybe you're thinking to yourself, you know, I don't see myself doing it that way that it's shown. That's okay, because there's a lot of ways that you can do little modifications, and you can come up with fun ways that'll make an exercise work
Coach
for
John,
you.
can you show what not to do with that if you pulled too fast?
Oh, if you pulled too hard, yeah. So let's go ahead and let's do it. And so again, Joshua, you're going to get this, and we're going to show again kind of too hard of a pull. So if Joshua's holding on that way and I'm holding steady, so Joshua, go ahead and bring it in, and then I want you to kind of maybe go a little too fast, bringing me to the side. So go ahead and doing a twist like that, and you can see I lost.
hesitant. I didn't want to.
No, that was good. He didn't want to hurt me, and that was good. Good call, Ben. Remember, with this and that exercise you just saw, I wasn't prepared for what he was going to do. He pulled really quickly, and because I was still holding on, that pulled my body. The other thing it can do is it can pull the. Go ahead and just pull on it kind of hard. What? Yeah, he's gonna pull it right out of my hands. And so what can happen is if he pulls it right, it can also knock Joshua off balance, because he's using all of that force. And when it gets let go, sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, and your body doesn't have a chance to prepare for that, and you can again lose your balance. So when you're doing those partner, good call, Ben. When you're doing the partner workouts, you got to think about it as not a competition. It's always a cooperative exercise. So the exercise requires both people to do it well. And if one person's trying to be tricky on the other person, or if somebody is trying to, you know, maybe make a joke by letting go, that could be totally not funny. And it could actually be something to where you don't want to get hurt if that happens.
You get hurt, things you get hurt, you can knock over a really expensive spot.
You could have a vase. Does anybody run a vase, a vase right now? Let's have a water break, everybody. Josh, your water's right down there to your right side. Sweep forward. One more. There you go. And I'll take the leash here. And we are going to go, everybody, and do a little bit of a tour. All right. So everybody, go ahead and have a sip of water. And what we're going to do here is we're going to do just a quick little tour of what we have around. But we're going to do a little bit of an exercise tour. And the first stop on our tour is going to be over behind me here to the stadium stairs. Now, you might have seen before in movies, you know, Rocky and probably other movies where people are exercising. And again, we're
going to not go very far here, but we're going.
Let's bring her.
Okay.
Yep. I'll grab it for you. Get it over here. All right. So again, we're using teamwork, everybody, getting ourselves set up. Josh is going to bring Megan along, because again, that's the idea. When we're working with a guide dog, they love to work. They love to help. And it is important. And Bernie's talking right now about water breaks. So you got it, Bernie. We're on that. And here we go. So we're on a little bit of a stroll. Remember, everybody, we're in Oceanside, California. And this is down at the Oceanside Plaza area. And I got to tell you, Josh was about to get a workout in, but this guy right here is the best workout going I've ever seen. This guy is putting in the work, and it is really cool to see him out here. I don't know him, but he's doing a great job. I'd love to know this guy because he is so cool. So, all right, everybody, here's going to be our first obstacle. Is going to be these stairs. And now the goal here with going up and down stairs, remember what you want to do is you want to take your time. The stairs are going to be to our left. We're just getting in the shade. So what you want to do with the stairs is you want to find a challenge for yourself, but you also want to make sure it's safe. So in this case, we're going to have a railing is going to be here on our right side. You can see we got the white railing going up right here. Joshua's going to get to go up these stairs and then down the stairs. And we're going to do it 2 times. So the first time we're going to have him go to get a feel for the stairs. The second time, we're actually going to give him the challenge of doing the double stair step. So the first time, and he's going to check this all out. This is all brand new. So keep walking ahead, go a little bit left 20, and then keep going straight ahead. You got about 5 more feet. That curb is part of the stair as it starts to happen. And on your right now, you got the railing straight up. So that railing is going to go all the way up. Joshua's going to set up Megan on these stairs. This is going to be a great spot for her to kind of hang out in the shade. And then just on the other side of her are the stair steps. So everybody, let's go ahead and we're gonna cheer him on.
He wants to come with me.
Oh yeah, she wants to go along. All right, everybody, and here he goes. So again, just again getting a feel for the stairs. This might be your first time doing something like this too. And so again, he's using the railing, he's getting the feel for it. He's got his arm out in front of him so he can identify if something's coming at him from that left side. He's going to kind of feel it on the arm before you feel it on your body. And that's important. If you're visually impaired, you want to take the hits to the arm before they get you in the body. So now here he is, he's coming down. There's only one rail. Yep, you're on it. And so again, great communication, verifying the rails. If you're out and doing this, you want to make sure you're doing it safely. But now he's getting a feel for those steps and he's doing really great. And now this would be something again that Joshua is used to, you know, he goes up and down stairs quite a bit. But now let's give him the challenge of doing the double step. So he's going to have to kind of change it up. And wow, look at that. He's going for a great big step. And you can see, look at that, how he's finding it with his toes. And now that he's got it figured out, he's kind of in the pattern here. And so by doing this, he's going to get a different workout for his legs, but he's getting a much different workout for his mind. All right. If you got this sense of urgency, your mind and your muscles are going to communicate a little more. Nice job. That was excellent. It was a great example too of how the body fires up. And look at this, everybody. It looks like he's going for the skip step, bringing it down. So he gave himself that challenge. I didn't say it and you didn't tell him to do it, but he thought to himself, you know what? I'm in a heightened state of alertness. Let's just keep the party going. And now look at this again. This is not a normal way. Now he's going with normal style. And so again, you have options when you're out and you're exercising. You can choose, do I want to do it in the normal fashion? Do I want to make it maybe a little harder? Or do I want to make it maybe a little easier? Oh my gosh, everybody. I did not think this was coming, but it is. He is going up the stairs backwards now. He cannot see at all what's behind him.
Well, I couldn't see what was in front of me.
Or in front of him. So can you believe it? Going up the stairs backwards. Again, look how he's using his toes for the feeling, for the sensation, helping his mind understand where his body is, using the toe, find the step. So you don't need to be able to see to be able to do a stair workout, to work on your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your glutes, your calves, your ankles, your toes. And let's see, what's he going to do? He's going to go blindly down the stairs backwards. So this is a double blind stair stepping, the double blind challenge. I like it. Great job, Joshua. Remember, everybody, Joshua's going to be surfing in the blind surfing heats. He's out here with Aitor from Spain and from Kirk from Australia, both exceptional blind surfers. And so our Friday workout is also going to be here from the Oceanside Plaza and the pier. And we're going to be showing everybody the competition that's going to be going on and also maybe meeting some of the athletes. Now, again, Joshua did a great job because just like we talked about, he's got a competition coming up. That means you definitely don't want to fall when you're doing exercises like this. And he did a great job. He didn't fall. She's right here. Let's go ahead and grab her. We're going to move on to the next spot. So again, everybody, great job at Joshua. I hope if you were at home, you were doing high elbows, or Nick doing those high knee steps. One thing that Joshua brought us that we didn't think about was that backwards movement. So remember, everybody, if you ever have a chance to move backwards, it helps everything because of the way, if you're walking and moving backwards, the way you plant your foot is going to be different. And it's going to be the opposite of all those other normal traditional steps that you might have taken. And now you're taking a backward step. So anytime you can move backwards, whether you're running backwards, even if you're jumping backwards, if you can do something backwards, it's going to fire your brain up. Your brain always moving forwards, you move backwards, your brain's going to be really excited about that. All right, everybody, let's keep on going over here. We're going to go back to our bench. And now we're going to do a different version of the step up. And so with this step up, we're just going to do a step up on the bench. And so again, Joshua, we're back here at our spot where our waters are. And we're just going to have you do a up and down step on the bench. And so, and then after this, we'll go for a little bit of a walk. But yeah, the smaller ones are down this way. He's got it. So again, everybody, you can see using his right arm to kind of find the area that he's looking for, understanding how these benches are made. And the communication there allows him to safely anchor his dog there. And again, remember everybody, when you're working with your friends, you always want to be thinking, not just for yourself, but you want to be thinking and looking out for other people and making sure that when you're in a place like this, that everybody gets to enjoy this. And there's always that thoughtfulness. If you can say something or help somebody out, you're going to want to do that. This isn't a time to not speak up. All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and do, I know Nick's been wanting to do some squats and step ups for a while. And so, and Bernie wants to go for a little jog. Yeah, Bernie, we'll go for a little jog. So, Josh he just started jogging in place, but we'll actually, Bernie, we'll go for a tiny little beach jog here in just a moment. But Josh, go ahead and sit down on that bench where you were right there. There's the spot. And so everybody, with this, we're just going to be working on our squat. So remember, whether you're sitting down on something or if you're standing up like Nick and Byron have shown us, we're going to do 20 squats. But what I want you to do when you get to the top of the squat is also reach up with your arms to stretch out your core. So Josh will go up and then arms will go up. So he'll go up, and then he'll go down and down, just like that, and sitting back down on the bench. Let's call that 1, and everybody follow along with Josh. Here we go, going to 20, 2, and down, 3, nice, 4, getting small and getting tall, 5, excellent, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold on, he wants to do the next 10 with the surf. So he's going to have the surfboard over his head, and he's going to be pressing it. I'm going to hand it to you with the wax down. There you go. All right, did you hear that, Nick? He's doing this one for you here. So, all right, here he goes. He's got 10 more to go. So he's going to go up and up. So up and up, and then down and down. Bringing it down to his head gently again. Doesn't want to crack his noggin or crack the board. There's 3, 4, sitting back on that bench, trying to have the hips be the first mover. So the first thing that moves between the hips and the knees will be the hips. And then the knees will just follow everything backwards. What's great about having the bench is Josh knows he's not going to fall back. He's going to be in a good spot there. Let's go ahead and do 2 more. I'm not good at counting, but that feels right. There we go. And then let's go ahead and bring that board under your shoulder, and let's do step ups on the same bench. So we're going to flip it around, spin around 180, and maybe a small left side step. Right there is perfect. You got no obstructions, and you got about an 18-foot step in front, or inch step. So there you go. You can up and down that. So everybody, if you're at home, let's go with a high elbow. If you're Nick, or if you're Byron or Carla, let's go ahead and be doing a high knee lift. So Joshua's going up, and you can see, again, that's what we were hoping for. This is a much higher step than before. And so he has to make sure that he has a good contact.
Step off, right?
That's right. And now that was a great comment. If he doesn't feel good about it, he just gets down. He just steps back down. So you don't have to force it if it's not feeling good. We're just trying to get a nice, easy step up. Having the board under the arm, though, is going to add some resistance on one side of his body. It's going to change up. The wind, again, is blowing into it. And so it's going to change up this step up from not just being a regular step up to actually now being a step up that has a purpose. And I got to tell you, me and Joshua, we go surfing at places where we have to carry our boards down some trails. And so this is very, very helpful. This is a very handy activity and a skill to be able to hold something under your arm and level up. Let's go ahead and get 2 more of these in. He's got it going up and down. 1 more time, going up and down. Excellent. Nice job. All right. Go ahead and spin it around. Have a seat. Let's have a sip of water. Everybody go ahead and have a sip of water and grab that. Looks like you're playing a big surfboard guitar. I'll grab that. Look at this, everybody. That's the surf guitar right there. He's rocking out on the surfboard. All right. It's good to have fun, everybody. It is good to have fun. So everybody, I think now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of a tour of the setup here. And again, just show everybody about the adaptive surf session here. And again, if you want to come down, if you're in San Diego area or Southern California, and you want to come down here and experience this and hang out, I'll introduce you to some folks. You can meet Joshua, come to the Oceanside Pier at any time, really during the day, over the next 3 or 4 days. So from Thursday till Sunday, around middle of the day Sunday, we'll be here. Sunday is the finals. Sunday is when all the big shows go down. And so if you want to come out here on Sunday and cheer on Joshua, that would be awesome. And I would love to see you down here. We'd love to get you down here and maybe even just get down on the sand with you or hang out here where the athletes are. And if you're in a wheelchair, there is a lot of wheelchair access everywhere around here. There's wheelchair access even into the sand. So if you needed to get in the sand, we got you going in the sand. So let's go ahead, everybody. We're going to take a little bit of a tour around, and we're moving this way. And let's go ahead, and right here, we got to remember when we come up to any kind of street, the oldest thing you ever learn is to look before you cross the street. So let's look this way. Oh, and we see a cyclist. And then if we look this way, it looks pretty clear for us. So we're going to look one more time. Again, it looks good. And now we're going to go ahead and proceed across the road. So remember, when you're moving across the street, I like to look 3, maybe even 4 or 5 times. You want to be sure. Now, if she wasn't here, when we would be coming up to a curb, if you're with somebody who's visually impaired and you're approaching a curb or a level change to where you might have to step up or step down.
You hold their elbow like this. They're blind, and you're sighted. They're going to hold your elbow ideally. That way, if you forget, they can kind of feel what you're doing with your elbow. But then, like Coach John said, you slow down and come with the steps. What's up?
Yeah, you don't ever want to have anything happen by surprise with anybody who's visually impaired. And what I like to do with Joshua, and he could probably agree, is especially when we're surfing, I try not to let too much time go by without giving him an idea of what's going on, where I am, and what the ocean is doing. And to me, that can help and make us feel more comfortable when we're doing something as awesome as being out in the ocean in those situations. But again, having that understanding of the situation and what's approaching us, it's always better to know than to not know. You ready to keep moving on?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, everybody. So check this out. We're coming over this way. And this is where if you're ever at the beach and you need to get hosed off before you get in the car, you got these little beach showers right here. And now when you think about doing the twist reach and doing all the types of moves, you might have to do a reach out here to get these buttons. These are the buttons right here that if I push this button, you can see right there, there's the water is going to come out of that one. And if I push the button down here, look at that, I got water coming out from my feet. So if you come to the beach and you need to get the sand off you, you can do that. But everybody, look at this. I just stepped onto the sand and I'm walking around on the floor. Oh, she doesn't like the puddle. So nice. All right, we're moving on through. Joshua, you might get picked off here. You're going to get picked off here by some folks, but just go with it. You got Bigfoot friends up here. So I'll finish off and let you hang with the group. I'll come back over. I'll bring it back over in a minute. Yep. All right. Nice stuff. So again, everybody, we're going on a little bit of a tour here. And there we go, everybody. You can see what's going on over here. Friends reuniting after a long time. And again, that's what this competition's all about. It's about friendship. It's about community. It's about people coming up to people and giving them hugs. People coming up and doing hugs. That's what this competition is about. Let's see who can get the most hugs in. We want the hugs, everybody. So if you want to come down here, we're at the Oceanside Pier. All right, not at the harbor. We're at the pier. And you come down here and check this out, everybody. We got the wheelchair access all around here so you can get moving around the area. They got video cameras out here. We got Bailey's here. We got Aaron's out here. We got all these folks that are here. They're ready to party. They're ready to surf. Look, we got beautiful hibiscus plants are here. This is where all the judges and everybody are going to be. Look, they're getting the speakers and they're getting the banners ready. And let's go on down to the ocean, everybody. I know Bernie wanted to do a little bit of a jog. So Bernie, maybe we can do a little bit of a jog. We got just a few moments and we'll do a little bit of a beach jog and everybody can come along with me. So we're going to come over here. Remember, if you're ever at the beach and you got to put something down, you want to do it by somewhere where you can recognize where your stuff is. So if you're ever going to like leave your shoes or something somewhere, I'm going to put my stuff down here next to this sign. That way it helps me remember where my things are. But let's go ahead and everybody, if you're sitting down, I want you to go ahead and move your arms with me a little bit. If you're standing up, let's go ahead and we're going to run in place. And we're going to run, everybody, we're going to go under the pier and we're going to go up that way. So remember, you've been out with me before, out on the pier. But today we're going to go for a little beach jog. We're just going to go up the pier for just about a minute or two, and then we'll come right back here and finish up with the Breathe Motto. All right, let's get ready for that beach jog. And here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Here we go, everybody. So again, get those arms moving, get those feet grooving and moving. Check this out. We got the lifeguards over here. These guys are here keeping us safe. We got the pier over here, and we got people out on the beach playing in the water, playing in the sand. You got a little bit of wind here. You can tell I'm running in the wind. Let's go through the water, everybody. Running through the water. And again, look at this. This is always a cool spot to see. This is underneath the bridge, underneath the pier. All right, let's keep on going. Keep on running. So remember, when you're running, there's one thing that's the most important thing to do when you're running. And I know Nick, I know a lot of you are probably screaming it right now, and you're all right. The most important thing to do is breathe. If you don't breathe when you're running, you'll run out of energy. If you breathe, you'll be putting in energy as you're also putting out energy. Look at that. There's the pier behind me. Let's go for 10 more seconds and then we'll turn around. 9, 8, 7, running along the ocean. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Let's turn it around. Bringing it back. Running back to our spot. And what's our time check, Ben? How are we doing?
We're at
11:53.
Oh, great timing. Excellent, everybody. Wonderful. So the reason Joshua was not with me is because I knew there were going to be some people there that would want to talk to him that he hadn't seen in a while, who are from Hawaii. And all our friends out there in Maui, we feel for you. We love you. And anything we can do, you let us know. And we got friends from Maui who are out here. And they came out to be with their community and be with their friends. And let's stop under the pier here. What a neat little spot. So again, everybody, in Oceanside, at the surfing competition, the US Open of adaptive surfing, got the pier behind us. Got to do a little run for our friend Bernie. Let's see if we can see if there's any adaptive surfers. I think I see a couple adaptive surfers out in the water. Right over there. There's a couple girls out there and a couple guys. And here comes some waves. And that guy's gonna try to catch that wave. And he's paddling for it, but he didn't get it. Oh, and there goes that girl. Oh, and she didn't get it either. She got a wipeout. She's in there right now getting wiped out. But she's okay. There she is. She's back on her board. And here comes another wave. And here goes the guy. He wants to catch it. And he's not going to get it. But there's a guy surfing. So everybody's out here having fun. I hope you can make it too. I hope that you don't have plans and that you're able to say, hey, I'm going to come on up to Oceanside. Come hang out with Coach John. You can hang out under our tent in the shade. And we'll talk all about all the cool things you got going on and all the cool things that are going on here. It's just such a great place to be, everybody. And again, you can see here, here's the whole competition. We got our friends here, they're physical occupational therapists. We got our friends over here who help with the water safety. We got friends over here who help with the judging and making sure all the announcements and everything are happening. So there's so much going on down here. It all requires just a few things: breathing, good nutrition, right? If you're going to be here and you want to do these things, you got to eat well. You got to also make sure that you're training, exercising. That's what we're doing right now. A lot of you have been doing a great job with your workouts, and we got to keep that going. But you got to have a goal in your mind of what you want to do with your strength and with your power and with your concentration and all your abilities. And a lot of these folks here, they decided what they want to do is to go out and go surfing. And that's okay, because they've prepared for it, just like you might be preparing for something too that is really, really cool like this. All right, everybody, we got just a few moments. I'm gonna see if Ben or Carrie or Karen, were there any questions or anything, Ben, about the event or anything anybody wanted to know before we go?
No.
Awesome. All right. So remember, we're here in Oceanside. We want you to come down here. On Friday, we will have the competition going on. And so on Friday for that workout, we're going to need our team leaders to be able to help us out. Not, we had the co-host did a great job today and we did a remote show. But on Friday, I might be in the water coaching or working with one of the athletes or providing safety to people in there when they're in the water. And so if that happens, let's make sure that Byron and Carla and Nick and Bernie and everybody is ready just in case we need to have a leadership Friday. We might do that. And then we'll also make sure that we get to watch the surfing heats on the phone. So we'll set that up to where we can watch the heats on our phone and just have a great time with that. So let's go ahead. Let's see. Did we have anybody who was going to do the breathing motto, who asked?
Nope, no one asked.
What do you think, Carrie? Anybody in mind you want to pick it?
I think Nick has his hand
Yeah,
up.
I think Nick had his hand up.
We're gonna go with Nick. All right, let's go ahead and bring Nick up, everybody.
There we go. Josh did it in the beginning.
And we'll get Josh. We'll get me and Josh to do it again on Friday. We'll definitely do it on Friday with Josh. All the friends.
Hi everyone, and by body to anyone and we send the dirt. Without that, we then the happy, and without that, we then you bit, and without the one, and we then you power. Do we our dog for every day of the week.
Great job, Nick. Great job to everybody who got to join us here at the beach. Remember, on Friday we got the fitness social and our workout. So workout at 11 and fitness social at 6 p.m. And we'll get to check in with Joshua and see how things are going for him in the competition. All right, Nick, give us a countdown, and here we go, everybody.
Here we go, everyone. That's how done weather. And here we doing 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.